These days, I'm letting God handle all things above me.
So let's just get into everything that I was able to accomplish between 5 a.m. and 9 a.m. So this is going to be a mini update on what I've been doing to add a little more structure into my life, a little more structure into my days. I have noticed a huge difference. For example, I did not follow the 5 a.m. wake up schedule this week, and my evenings, by the time the evenings rolled around, I just felt like I didn't accomplish everything I needed to accomplish. I felt like I was rushing through the day. I just didn't feel the best about how the day went, including today. There were a lot of things I wanted to do a lot earlier today. For example, recording this video, and I just didn't get it done. And it is now 7:45 p.m. So I woke up between 5:15 and 5:30 a.m., which is still, in my opinion, a part of the 5 a.m. club. It was rough. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it was rough, but it was so worth it. I was able to get a lot done before 9 a.m. and it just set the tone, right? It just helps set the tone for the rest of the day. And full disclosure, I am not a morning person. So this, again, was not easy for me. Trust me, I would rather be sleeping. If I could, I would go to bed every night at 1 a.m. and wake up at like 10 a.m. That would be ideal for me, but that is not ideal in the real world when there are things that need to get done. I find though that when I sleep in, it's nice to sleep in, it's nice to roll around a little bit, but then the rest of the day, I feel like I'm rushing. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like there's not enough time. I'm overstimulated because I just feel like there's so much going on and there's just like not enough time to do everything. So as much as I do enjoy sleeping in, because like who does not enjoy sleeping in and rolling around in bed, it's just not productive. So if you are someone who feels like there are not enough hours in the day, I'm going to show you what I was able to accomplish between 5 a.m. and 9 a.m. I brought out my iPad, just so you know, I mean business. So if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at my notes. I don't want to forget anything. So here's how I set myself up the night before in order to wake up at 5 a.m. First things first, I stopped drinking water an hour before bed. My aim, like my goal, is to get to 2 hours before bed, but right now I'm at an hour. I just find that when you have liquids, whether it's tea, water, whatever, too close to bedtime, it disrupts your sleep because you are waking up 300 million thousand times throughout the night to use the restroom. So to try to combat that, I would say if you can, stop drinking 2 hours before bed. But if you're like me and you feel very thirsty, try to make an hour before bed the absolute cutoff. I also take magnesium. So I'll take magnesium an hour before bed. So I'll take magnesium when I'm taking that last little drink of water. Magnesium helps to relax your muscles and it really helps with the quality of your sleep. Also, if you get bad cramping during your cycle, you can try taking magnesium, I would say about a week or 5 days before your cycle starts, and then continue to take it while you're on your cycle, and it may help alleviate some of the cramping. This one I'm still working on. I try to be in bed by 10:30. I have not hit 10:30 yet. Right now I'm around the 11:30 mark, which is not giving me a full 8 hours of sleep. I am well aware. So my goal is to get to that 10:30 mark, so I at least get around 7 hours, 6 hours of sleep. So that is the goal. I know for a fact 9:30 is just too early for me. I have way too much to do during the day and in the evening, so that just wouldn't work. Realistically, I feel like I could make 10 or 10:30 work. I have to get there. So like I said, right now I'm at 11:30 bedtime, but the goal is 10:30. Another thing I do before bed is I fill my cup up with room temperature water. So this cup right here, I will fill her up with room temperature water. That way, as soon as I wake up, I can start hydrating. I lay out my gym clothes the night before. I ensure that in my gym bag, I have my gloves. Even if I'm not doing arms that day, I just ensure that my gloves are in my bag, my wallet, my keys, everything's in my gym bag, ready to go. I ensure that my shaker cup is washed on the counter, ready, easy access. I just try to set everything up the night before, so in the morning I'm not scrambling and looking for things and like running around like a chicken with its head cut off. The first thing I do when I wake up is I give God thanks. Always. I thank God for allowing me to see another day. I thank God for waking me up. I say a quick prayer. Then I shower. If I am leaving my house and going out into the public to work out, I need to shower. I need to wash the sleep off my body. I'm a hot sleeper. I sweat. I need to freshen up. I want to smell good when I'm stepping outside of my house, right? So I take a shower. I put on like a nice smelling body spray. I either use Fleur, I use the Amber Haze, which is a little bit more of like a warmer scent, or there is the Dragon Fruit, which is not typically a scent that I would go for. It's very sweet, it's very juicy, it's very fruity and fresh, but I like it for the gym. I really do like it for the gym. So first things first, pray, shower, freshen up, smell good. So I did go to the gym every day last week. However, my gym isn't recording friendly, and especially when I'm working out of the women's only, I definitely will not be recording in the women's only section. So I recorded one of my home workouts instead, just so we can, just for the aesthetics, just for the vibe. So this workout is one set of 50 reps per exercise, and you do one move fully before moving on to the next. I'll pop it up on the screen if you're interested in giving it a try. You will need a kettlebell, that's the only thing. So if you have a kettlebell at home and you want to give this workout a try, it's on the screen. After my workout, I take a nice hot shower, and right now I am using, I had to write the name down here, the Naturum, I think I say Naturum. Okay, we're gonna go Naturum Purifier Niacinamide Serum Body Wash, and it helps with sweat, or it helps to remove sweat, buildup, irritation, and is gentle on the skin. I really like it because it has just like this really nice lather to it. There's no smell to it really, or there's not a strong smell to it, and I really do like it. And especially as I've been, going through 75 hard and having to work out twice a day, I've really been enjoying this body wash. So after my shower, I'll make a tea and I'll read a Bible verse. The tea is really just a timing over to warm my stomach up, because at this point I am hungry, but I want to get my Bible reading and journaling out of the way before I actually go down and make breakfast. So what I do is I'll pop in to ChatGPT and I'll just let ChatGPT know how I'm feeling that day, or if there's something on my mind, and then I ask it to recommend a Bible verse for me. Based on how I'm feeling that day, it will recommend a verse, and then I will do some journaling. I'll journal whatever comes up, and then that usually takes 15 minutes or less, but again, it's just like a nice way to set the tone for the rest of the day. By this time, I'm starving, okay, famished. I need to eat. So I like to have a bigger protein-packed breakfast that will keep me full longer and kind of just take me through the morning. So let me tell you what I made on this day. So on this day, I had 2 eggs, 2 slices of chicken bacon, 1 slice of multigrain bread with 2 tablespoons of cottage cheese, a couple slices of tomato with like black pepper and salt on top. If you need to add, or if you want to add a little bit more protein into this meal, because this meal I believe was 24 grams of protein. From what I can remember, I did log it in MyFitnessPal. If you want to add a little more protein to this meal, I would recommend adding another egg, or you can add some more cottage cheese, like a bigger serving size of cottage cheese. But I know if you were to add 1 more egg, it would take it up to about 30 grams or a little over 30 grams of protein. So again, if you are someone who is really focusing on adding more protein into your meals, this breakfast is a really good option. After I eat, I'll either get ready for work, or I'll get ready for an appointment or whatever I have planned for that day. I work part-time and I work fully remote, which is nice. It is so, so nice. So I don't have to worry about commuting anywhere. I've started planning my weeks in advance, so I get planning done on Sunday nights. OMG, this has made such a huge difference. Again, I turn to my good friend, my BFF, my bestie, ChatGPT. I plug in what I know is coming up. So I have this appointment, I gotta work, I have this meeting, I have this, plug that all in. ChatGPT will create my schedule for the entire week. And then I just download that file and upload it into Google Calendar. It is so freaking easy. I'll pop up a sample of what my day looks like. I don't schedule everything. Like, I don't feel like every single solitary hour needs to have something scheduled into it. I like to leave 30 minutes minimum of buffer room in the event that something comes up. I'm not going to schedule my luncheon because I don't know when I'm going to be hungry, right? But if I have a 30 minutes of buffer minimum between each task, if I'm hungry, boom, I'll use that time to eat, right? I use this schedule as a guide. Not every day is going to be perfect. We cannot predict what's going to happen during the day, but having a guide, having a schedule to follow definitely makes such a huge difference. I didn't schedule my week out this week, and I felt it. I just felt very behind. I felt very scattered. I didn't have the best week in comparison to last week, where last week was scheduled and I knew it was happening. I knew it was going on, and I, set aside time for the things that were important, for the things that I needed to accomplish. Amazing. So I definitely recommend, listen to me, okay? I recommend on Sunday nights, sitting down. You need like 30 to 45 minutes, maybe that's even kind of pushing it, but like, let's just say give yourself 30 to 45 minutes and schedule out your week, and you can get it done like this using ChatGPT. Use ChatGPT. Don't be afraid of AI. AI is everywhere. So if you're trying to avoid AI, girl, I'm telling you right now, it's impossible. So just hop on the ChatGPT train and schedule out your week. So that is what my 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. looks like. Waking up before the sun is not fun. It's rough, okay? I will put my hand up. I'll be the first one to say it is not easy, but it makes a huge difference. And I understand that like waking up at 5 a.m. is not conducive to everyone's lifestyle. So if waking up at 5 a.m. is not feasible to you, whatever time you're waking up right now, wake up an hour earlier than that. Trust me, it adds up. This is how you get time back. This is how you find time to do the things that need to get done. As you know, I'm on a journey to glow up, to reinvent myself, to create my dream life. And unfortunately, sleeping in does not align with the woman that I'm becoming. So if sleeping in does not align with the woman that you are becoming, I would encourage you, okay? I would encourage you to wake up an hour earlier. It is going to be uncomfortable. You are going to be tired. You may be a little bit grumpy, but you will get used to it, okay? You will get used to it, I promise. If you've made it this far, hello, my name is Chantal. If it is your first time here, welcome. If you are returning, I appreciate you so much, boo. Thank you for being here. Please like this video. It lets YouTube know that it's worth sharing, and it helps more than you even know. If you are interested in following along on my journey, please go ahead and subscribe and turn the bell notifications on. And until next time, bye.